Hi, Sandro. Good afternoon. Welcome to our podcast, Tech Talk. Thank you so much for taking out time on such a short notice. And I think we are already in the mood to end the year. So I hope Toolhouse and everybody there is, already excited for 2025.
Yeah, thank you for the opportunity to be part of this. Yeah.
Thank you. I am without much ado, I am very curious to know what is Toolhouse, because it's been there in the market since 1994, if I'm not wrong. That's been
No, that's fine.
3 decades. Will be more than 3 decades now while we enter 25. So yeah, please walk us through what is Toolhouse and how it is contributing.
Yeah, we're in the market since 1994, 3 decades, that's right. We are a Germany company and started 1994 in reselling US software in the area of hardware diagnostic. This was our first product. We sold here in Germany, the first, and then in the whole European Union. And 2001 we started our own development of the Toolstar product family with hardware diagnostic and data erasure software. One of our key factors to success is our collaboration with our customers. So we are continuously in contact with them. Every customer has a personal contact person to exchange ideas, requirements, which we use to enhance our software products. So we work tightly together with our customers to develop in the right direction, what they need. With the rising theme of sustainability, we also started thinking in that area, and our products are a perfect match for that. We have the auditing, hardware diagnostic, and data erasure software, which can perfectly be used to diagnose failures in single hardware components. So you have only to switch one memory bar, for example, or the hard disk of a PC, and don't have to recycle the whole thing to purchase a complete new one. So that's cheaper for the company itself, and a sustainable approach to save resources and work towards the planet. That's pretty much the company history. Yeah.
That's great. I think it was very great back in 2001 to think about data erasure. I mean, there are companies who have now started thinking about it. So I think it won't be wrong to say that you were the leading guide for many of the companies out there to start it that early. Although I am really, curious to know that what strike back in 2001 that, thinking data erasure at that point of time, when I think data theft, data breach was not that much in the market, or maybe it was happening, but people were not aware about it as much they are today. So, kudos to the team of Toolhouse to have thought of that idea back then, and then carrying forward the legacy. Kudos to everyone. So I could see 3 words: erase, diagnostic, and recovery on the web there. So, and I could see that there is something for the ITAD companies also, ITAD companies like B2B Exports. So what do you think that the product that Toolhouse is bringing in the market, how is it adding on to the synergy of an ITAD company like B2B Exports?
That's a perfect match. We provide auditing, diagnostic, and data erasure software. And for a company like B2B Exports, it's a perfect match to use. Our software has the capability to show you what is included into the PC. very important for buying spare parts and exchanging different parts, which got diagnosed as failure by our hardware diagnostic software. And combined with the data erasure, you have the whole process. So you just use the software, get the auditing, check if everything is all right, and erase the complete hard disk. And with our automation capabilities, so you just set the process up once, give every technician one of the USB drives, which he can use to boot from on the device, and the remaining process runs by its own. So you don't have to interfere with the device until it's completely audited, tested, and safely erased. Yeah.
That's great. That's great. I could really see that there is one thing that connects industry exports like Toolhouse and B2B exports, and that is the mission towards sustainability. I think the cause is really connecting both the organizations and many out there, because as you said, to make the existing device work is much cost effectively, as well as is beneficial for the environment also, rather than remanufacturing or maybe manufacturing a new one. I mean, compare the carbon footprint, the increasing carbon footprint, and many other, I would say, the disasters that we are living in currently. So be it global warming or be it other disasters. So I think this is very helpful, and the synergy that will bring in for both the brands is going to be very powerful. So one thing again I have in mind, that what are the challenges do you really feel while connecting with companies, because I'm sure many of them are somewhere not ready for this thing, yet not ready, although it is very much there in the market, but still. So how do you think companies should see this thing, should see data erasure and the we are up for?
Yeah, there are many different challenges in using data erasure software in the companies. There are government regulations which are very different from Europe to the US to Asia. Every company or every country has its own regulations. Also the process, how the process could be executed in my company, for example, is unclear to many, and they rather take the hard disks and put them in the desk drawer and wait until something happens. We try to help the customers with our support. We don't provide support only for our software. We also give them recommendations how a process in data erasure could look in their company, how they can execute it. And we also provide certificates for our company, like ISO certificate with our processes, and have an ADISA certificate, which proves that the erasure is really secure, audited by an external company, which gives extra security, like for a person in the company, and also helps with the government regulations. Our company is based in Germany, and we have very strict regulations from our government in that area, what we can do with data, what we have to erase. So we have a very good background in data protection and very big knowledge, which we can share with other customers in Germany or around the world to help them integrate it. Also, as we mentioned, the cost is one big point. If you take the hard disks and just throw them away, and you throw away money. If you erase them, you can reuse them in your own company, or for example, give them as a present to a kindergarten or to a school, which we'd be very happy to reuse that and enhance their IT asset environment. Yeah.
That's true. That's a very beautiful thing that you said. So even at here, like at B2B Exports, we also believe repurposing over recycling, although there's nothing bad in recycling. But yeah, we are very strong. I would say we're strongly inclined towards this thought that okay, let's fix this and let's repurpose it so that it can be used by somebody else who maybe needs it more. I mean, yes, there are tech freaks who need new laptops and new phones. It's perfectly okay. We all have our own kicks. But yeah, I think we have to take care of the environment of our coming generation, of ourselves also. After all, we have one Earth. I mean, we don't have another one to, go to. Okay, this one's done. Let's go to another one. Destroy that one also. So I think that's true. That's a very beautiful thing. Just one thing. What message you would give out there to people who are, still thinking that data erasure is an expense, a cost, and not an investment? So, like with all the experience that Toolhouse has, there's one thing.
Yeah. I think there is nothing more important than saving the data, so erasing the data, that it don't get resold on black markets, for example. For private people, there are things I personally don't want to be to see my holiday pictures in the internet available. That's something I don't want to see personal. And in the space of a company, there's also the thing, you don't want to expose your company secrets and expertise to any competitor, for example, or to the world. So you can stay competitive because you protect your data, your research programs, and so on. And with erasure software, especially for example, Shredder we try to establish a licensing concept which is affordable, because sustainability don't have to be expensive. Where we can erase many drives for a very less price, and don't have to call any recycling company which comes with a truck, loads the hard disk on. That's also a very costly procedure, and the data is firstly leaving your own space, your own environment, to get destructed. If you erase it by software, for example, it can stay right next to you. You erase it, the data does not leave your company, and when it's erased, you can repurpose the hard disk internally, or give it as a present. And I think the idea of B2B expert and the process you establish and the services you provide are really great. That's companies we need more on the world, which rethink how we can use the resources which are limited to our planet, as you said earlier, and to effectively reuse that resources we have, and upgrade, repair, repurpose notebooks, PCs, and give them back to the world, to people who just need a basic notebook to work, to go to school or something like that. And remarketing, refurbishment, repurposement enables the world to exactly do this, and that's really great, I think.
Rightly said, Sandro. I think there's a long way to go for brands like B2B Exports and Toolhouse. I think what connects us is the cause of sustainability, of providing data safety, and I think above all of eradicating the tech divide that we are currently facing. So cheers to Toolhouse, and let's keep up the good work. I hope this little podcast can inspire people, can motivate people to move towards a more sustainable future. I hope we're able to help them. So I'll just drop the link in our description if anybody wants to reach out to Toolhouse for your data erasure services. I just hope people move towards this, and all the best. I think we are about to end the year. I hope we are hitting the right notes. Fingers crossed. And Merry Christmas in advance, and Happy New Year to everybody out there, to the team. And thank you so much.
Thank you. Merry Christmas too, and a Happy New Year. And
okay. Thank you.